What's the latest? What have you heard about fighting George St-Pierre?
Exactly what you guys heard. I'm in the. What I tell everybody is the world will find out before me. The only thing that I've heard is that he's waiting for George, right? Pretty much wherever he wants, whenever he wants. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, I want to fight. I just want it by December. You know, before January 1st. I want to fight him, hopefully bring the belt home. And
you're still set on waiting for that fight and not taking a fight in between?
Oh, no. You know, that last fight showed me that I have a lot of room to improve, you know. And that's exciting for me, you know. And I proved that I might be a better wrestler than George in that fight, too. And, you know, the funny thing is that I train about 80%, and that's the way I fight. This next one is going to be different. You know, this next one guys don't like it so much that I'm working out with because I'm using all the power I have. I'm training as hard as I can. So only exciting things can come.
I've heard that at 80% your sparring partners had trouble with you.
Exactly, yeah, 80%. It's like a fight, you know, 80%. That's what I've learned is when I want my partners to be able to come back, you know. So if I hit somebody, I make them wear headgear. I wear 18-ounce winnings, you know, and I go try to match their speed, not mine. And you know, I like to keep everybody sort of safe. That's my main goal, is that we both wake up and can do it again.
Do you ever wonder about a case like with Junior Dos Santos, where he said that he had overtrained and by the time he got to the fight he had already peaked before a certain time? How do you monitor that as a fighter?
Pretty easy, you know. If you start feeling like your body's wearing down, you know, that's where wrestling really helped me out a lot in my life, where as soon as I start feeling like I'm overtrained, I go easy the next day. You know, I'm like, hey, today's gonna be like, let's tone it back. You know, if it's a Friday, I'm like, hey, we're just gonna play spar, that's it, nothing more. I'm gonna take it easy. You know, I'll try to lose my shape somehow. And being a wrestler, I know how to do that. And so that's really what I do, is I play to that. And you know, I do 3-month camps. I start at around 60 and work my way up to 100, so I don't do that.
You had actually talked about George St-Pierre and his finishing power, his inability to finish. What do you think is going to happen when you two get together? And do you think he'll just try to do what he does with his wrestling? And how will you try to stop that?
Wrestling, that's my bread and butter. You know, if this was a kickboxing match, you might tend to lean towards him. But hey, everybody said that I couldn't strike. Everybody said they're a better striker than me, but here I am, you know. I got the power, you know. And to nullify the wrestling, that's easy. You know, I got a lot up here to nullify his wrestling. I think what he's going to do, he's going to come out, sort of the same game plan they did against Josh Koscheck. Jab, 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 and then get you to overcommit. He's going to try to sweep underneath you, drive you to the cage, take you down.
I had heard that today I actually saw something that he had told his management that he's interested in fighting in the Toronto card September 21st. What do you think about having to go into his backyard if that should be the case?
Hey, Canada's my backyard. You know what I mean? That's the way I'm looking at this. Every fight that I go into, I don't look at fighting in his hometown. I like to think that it's mine. You know, I know that it's going to be a big crowd for him, but you know, last time I fought there, I got a great crowd in Canada too. You know, so it's gonna be exciting. You know, I'll feed off the crowd, you know, and you know, we'll see how it goes for George. You know, his hometown's been lucky for him so far, but there's always it's always gonna stop. You know, I can't wait to be the person.
You were supposed to fight Jake Ellenberger at one point, and if I remember correctly, he was pretty vocal about saying you were happy to not end up fighting him. You know, what do you make of Jake and Rory and the rest of the guys in the mix right now in terms of how they line up with you?
I think they line up pretty good, you know. I'm not going to, you know, badmouth anybody. I don't care what they say. You know, I'm at the top, of course. If they don't want me, then why are they in the sport? The thing is that I paved the way. I beat all the tough guys. You know what I mean? Who else is left at the 170 top 5 that I didn't knock out? You know, then as soon as I knocked them out, new guys were able to come in. So that's the way that works. And I plan on fighting them, you know. Of course I got to beat GSP, defend it against GSP, then one of those two will get a chance at me. I'll tell you my game plan. I'm going to hit you with my left. If that doesn't work, I'm going to try to take you down. If that doesn't work, I'm going to find a way to win, George. So, easy as that, you know. I wrestled, all I had was a single leg, but I had different ways to set it up. One thing that he cannot prepare for is my heart, my speed, and my determination to win. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he says to everybody, you have not faced anybody like me. Well, guess what? He's never faced a 208-pound, 170 welterweight that has power and a true wrestler. Because I'm gonna have to beat him twice. Oh yeah. You know, here's the thing. You're not George. You don't beat him once, unless I knock him out. You know, if I'm manhandling for 2 rounds, I knock him out, then there won't be a rematch. But if it's a close fight, or if I go out there and knock him out the first minute, yeah, there'll be a rematch. So excited to finally get into the octagon and look across, and there's George. That's all I can think about. That's all I dream about every day. So when the time comes, I might, when I get that battle agreement, I might like have a heart attack. You know what I mean? Or like go insane, like, oh, finally here? Amazing. So I don't know. Words can't explain how excited I am.